Hello my friends, this is Ginny. Welcome back. If you're new to my channel, welcome. In this video, my friends, I am going to begin processing some bags for my bag journal, and I am hoping I will also have time to work on the cover. I did decide that this Amazon packaging would be perfect for the cover, and after much thought, what I have decided to do is cover the mailer in fabric. Yeah, I'm going to cover it in fabric. I'm going to use two different types of fabric. On the outside cover, I am going to use the color block canvas fabric by Tim Holtz. I absolutely love this. The only thing that concerns me about this is making sure, or just applying it in a way where these lines are straight and not all wonky, because I think if they're wonky, it's going to make me crazy, but I don't know. I guess I'll find out when I do it, because I am going to do it. This is going to be the front, because I really want it to be, all right, my brain's a little scattered, but what I was thinking is I want it to be really bright. My paper bag journal, my Halloween one that inspired this one, is very dark, or darker colors. So I want this one to be a little bit brighter. Not like crazy bright, but just brighter. And I love this fabric. I've had it for a while. I have so much Tim Holtz fabric, honestly. I really need to use it. I don't know where I'm keeping it. I'm acting like you're gonna line my coffin with the stuff when I die. I need to use it now while I'm alive, right? I don't know why we do that. We buy things and we keep it for something special, and that special never comes. So if you buy it, use it. I'm going to use it. I'm going to use it for this journal. We'll call my journal special, so I'll feel good about using the fabric. So there we are. That'll be the outside. And the inside, just to kind of balance the brightness a tiny bit, I'm going to use this gray. It's, to me, very neutral, and I think it would be fun to have that bright color on the outside, and then on the inside you have the unexpected, at least in my mind, darker color. So that's the plan for the cover. And I don't think you're right, I don't think what I am thinking is I am going to leave the size as is. This is the size, perfect, for the cover. So there's not much I have to do to the cover in terms of resizing. It's just covering it in the fabric. But what I want to do is start processing the paper bags that I want to use. I picked, I think it's 8 paper bags. Yeah, 7 or 8, I forget how many. And I just want to open them up, trim them if I need to, and do a quick fit and see if I like the thickness of the journal once these bags are in it. So that requires that I do a tiny bit of processing. All of the bags are obviously different sizes, which I'm okay with. I actually love that. I love that a lot. And what I have to decide is in what direction I want the bags facing, and how wide, how long the bags are going to be. So, easiest way for me to do that is process them. So let's go ahead and do that. I've also been debating if I want to keep the handles on the top. I usually cut them off, but I don't know, I feel like it would be kind of cool to leave them on, but at the same time, I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I think this is a bit much for me right now. Let me just take them off. I can always put them back on if I change my mind. So, I want to cut the bags in a way where you can clearly identify them for what they are. I don't want to alter them to the point where you don't know what it was. I think this bag, this bag is going to be cut on this end, so let's do that. I mean, I just go with the flow, my friends, and whatever works, works. If I don't like it, I move it. I mean, that's just the way of it. I have all kinds of different trimmers and cutters. I'm not too worried if it's not perfectly straight. I think I'm cutting the wrong end. Yeah, I'm cutting the wrong end. I think I want the edges to be kind of rough. I don't want them to be perfectly trimmed. So let's do that. Yeah. My brain is definitely a little bit scattered today, my friends, and that's just what it is. I debated not coming into the craft room today because my brain is a little bit scattered, but then started thinking, if I don't do it now, when am I going to do it? Because my brain is, as of late anyway, more scattered than not. I guess I just want to be careful I don't rip a hole in this bag. I don't want that cord in there because I think it's going to be difficult later to work with it there. There we go. Got it. Let's see if I could do the same on this end. I want to say thank you to those who took the time to leave some very thoughtful, heartfelt, and quite frankly personal messages in my last video. I'm super touched that some of you shared your personal stories of having experienced something similar to what I went through with my husband. And I read every single one of them. I haven't responded. I started to, and like I'm doing now, I started getting emotional about it, and I had to stop because I don't know, I just couldn't think straight. So, but I just want you to know that I did read them all, and I really appreciate that you took the time to share your personal stories, and I just want to acknowledge that. I don't want you to think that I don't value the fact that you took the time to leave such just beautiful, encouraging, heartfelt messages. I see you, and I thank you for sharing them. I've read them a few times actually, and yeah, thank you. I appreciate that. So I think at some point I might revisit them and answer them, but I don't think I can right now. And hopefully that's okay. So, okay. I like that. So here's page 1. Here's one of the paper bags anyway that'll fit perfectly in there. So I'm going to pivot and focus on these bags and try to rein in my emotions before this just becomes just a total hot mess of a video. So I hope everyone's doing well. Been keeping really busy. Actually, one thing I can address, since it came up in one of the comments that someone left, someone sent some well wishes, you know, and hoping that my Girl Scouts were doing well. They are. And just to give you a little bit of an update on my troop, they are all in high school, right? They are seniors. Well, the Girl Scout level is seniors. So we are bridging to ambassadors. So they essentially have 2 more years of scouting ahead of them. This is also an interesting time because this is the time where they need to decide whether or not they want to do their Gold Award. For those who don't know, Gold Award is, in the scouting world anyway, in the Girl Scouting world, is the highest award that you can earn as a Girl Scout. It's kind of the top of the mountain, the peak of your scouting career. And actually all of my scouts qualify to go for their gold, because with the exception of one who joined us only after we completed some of our prerequisites, with the exception of one, all the other scouts have completed a bronze and silver award. So they are qualified to go for their gold. As for the one who has not, trying to figure out how I can do this so that I can have both sides of this bag. And I think the best thing for me to do is maybe seal right here. Yeah, why don't we do that? As for the one, she qualified anyway, because it just meant she had to do a little bit of extra work, tiny bit of extra work to qualify, as opposed to just one leadership journey. She had to complete 2 leadership journeys to kind of make up for the fact that she did not have a silver award like the other scouts. So she's good. She's qualified. Yeah, that's perfect. So a lot of them now are deciding, I think I'm going to cut this straight in case I want to use it for something else. No. Are deciding what they want their project to be all about. So, yeah. Do they have to do it? No. I'm hoping that they will want to, because it's just such a great, first of all, it looks great on college applications, and I think these scouts are amazing, and I think they can, if they set their minds to it, they can complete some wonderful, impactful Gold Award projects that would leave, I think, a lasting impact on the community. So essentially, to do the Gold Award, what they would have to do is pick an issue that is going on in their community, address that issue, and address it in a way that is sustainable. So, for example, I'll speak about my Scouts project, because my scout, meaning my child, has already started her Gold Award. And her Gold Award is about effective allyship and why it matters. And the issue that she is attempting to address in her project is the targeting of the LGBTQ plus community, and how to be a more effective ally, how to make our community more inclusive for the LGBTQ plus community. And so to that end, my child has built a website, has done a lot of raising awareness about how to be an effective ally for the LGBTQ plus community, has also done quite a few activities to demonstrate effective allyship in action, and has been working on this for a good long while. I mean, a good long while. So hopefully it'll be completed this year. There are a lot of steps. I'm super proud of her and her project. Hopefully that gives you a better sense of just the level of commitment and the amount of work required to complete, I should say, a Gold Award project. Yeah? So my scouts are at the stage in their career where they have to decide if that's something they want to do, or if they don't want to do that, which is fine, and just pass on it, right? Which is okay. That's okay if you don't want to do it. It's not for everybody, you know? Not for everybody. So they have until their senior year of, well, I'm oversimplifying it, but essentially if they want to complete the project, they really should start it no later than their junior or senior year of high school. So that's pretty much where my scouts are at. So far, we have my child, who started her Gold Award project, and there's one other who also started the project. Some of the others have expressed interest, but they have not really planned anything, as far as I'm concerned, beyond that, just initial expressing an interest to do a Gold Award, which is fine. There's no pressure. I don't put any pressure. You either want to do it or you don't. It's the kind of project where you really want to do it because the amount of work that's required, and yeah, you just really want to do it. Otherwise, it doesn't make sense to do it. You're just going to be, you won't be able to complete it. It requires a lot of work. putting together a team, putting together a project plan, a proposal. You have to go through an interview process. It's a lot of documentation of your project. And then at the end, you have your final report and your interview. And, you know, if all goes well, you become a Gold Scout, Girl Scout, which is really cool. Also qualifies you for scholarships, different scholarships and things. So definitely has its benefits. So yeah, I've been busy with my kid and her project. I mean, because yes, it's her project. She does all the planning and whatnot, but I still have to, you know, be the adult and monitor and make sure that, you know, things are good and things are safe, and interactions with other adults are safe, because at the end of the day, my child is only 15 years old, and having to do things that typically an adult will do in terms of planning, making calls, reaching out to people, attending public events and public speaking events, and I need to make sure that, you know, all that is safe. So yeah, you know, it's a lot, friends. So basically, when my child tells me they have a public speaking event they want to do, and this is the day that it's going to happen, I need to make sure that all the necessary documents and paperwork have been filed and approved. You know, that it's a safe environment for her, because her subject is her go-toward subject. A lot of people feel strongly about and disagree with the idea of being more inclusive to the LGBTQ plus community. So I would be lying if I said that I wasn't worried for my kids' personal safety. Sometimes the kid is bold, you know, and puts herself out there and is an amazing ally. But at the same time, I worry that people who are not so stable might not necessarily like the fact that my kid is so vocal about being an effective ally. But anyway, I didn't mean to get so deep there. I just wanted to just let you know kind of a bit of an update on what's going on with my scouts. Matters. Wondering if I can do something like a pocket here. Let's see. I think I can. Right? Anyway, probably lost a good many of you by this point. Some people just don't want to hear about it. I'm hoping that's not you. And if it is, I'm sorry for you. And maybe this isn't the channel for you. And that's okay too, my friends. Okay, so as you can see, this is all just kind of seeing what works. And I love the fact that all of the edges are rough. They're not smooth, not even a little bit. They're all pretty rough. You can see how crazy I am about, or I am being about the edges. You might hear some construction in the background. Yeah, I think that's good. Yeah, this would be, you know what, I'm going to leave the bottom open here. Maybe what I will do is maybe some stitching I'm not going to seal this. And if it turns out I don't want this pocket, or if I want to alter it some, it's easy to do. Yeah. I'll leave the bottom open just because I feel like I'll have more options. I'm sure you can hear that. So my front stoop needs to be replaced. It was actually a project that was planned before my husband's surgery, and then because of the surgery, we had to put it off. Obviously, he can't be doing that kind of work. So a friend of his has graciously agreed to step in and do the project. So that's the noise you hear in the back. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so far so good. Okay, that's the noise you're gonna hear in the background. I'm not too worried about the colors of the bags because if you remember from the other paper bag journal I showed you, most of the pages end up getting painted over or covered in some way, shape, or form. So I'm okay with all the different colors. Yeah, I'm okay with that because it's going to be changed anyway, so it doesn't really much matter. Kind of therapeutic to just rip these bags. I like it. This one's so short, I'm wondering, you know what, I'm going to keep the handles on this one. I'm going to keep the handles on this one and see how I like it. And if I don't like it, I can always remove the handle later. But I'm thinking I want to try to do something fun with the handle. I just don't know what that is yet. So we'll keep that handle and see how it goes. I also love that this is 2 different colors, so that's kind of cool. That's really cool. Okay, let's see what else we have. I love this bag. This bag is from one of our favorite spots to visit, Newberry Comics. Such a fun place. It's where my kiddo buys her K-pop albums from, anime, manga, and just a lot of other fun stuff. I've used this type of bag before in my other journal. You probably remember this face. I absolutely love it, and I tend to make it the center of my journal because it's just so cool. So I'm going to try to do the same here, make it the center forward because it's just nice and cool to see that. Alright, we're going to have to do a little bit of rough cutting here. And this one, let's make sure we don't rip It's really loud. I might have to do some editing to get some of that noise out of the video. That might be a bit much. We shall see. Like for this to be the middle. I don't know how I feel about constantly having to glue and fold the center. That's going to create some bulk after a while. At the same time, it does kind of reinforce the center. Doesn't really need that much reinforcement though. This bag is definitely much smaller than much smaller than my first journal, because I didn't have to make so many adjustments. But that's what it is, because that's what I want. So let's just stop fussing and just do it. Now that I think about it, I might have some scraps left over from the first time I did a journal like this. This will be the center. Right? She's definitely going to need some trimming. Let's go ahead and do that now. But this will be the center. I have to be careful here. I don't want to lose any of the words. I always think, oh, it'll just take me a few minutes to process the bags, completely forgetting that it takes actually more than that. So we'll see how far we get in this video. We will also see how much I want to edit I could just put the bag processing, speed it up a little bit maybe, but I don't know. Sometimes I think people want to see the whole process. Sometimes I think, do you really want to watch me tear bags? I don't get a lot of critiques in my videos, but when I do, it's usually that they don't like, or not that they don't like, but they would better appreciate the video if I would not speed up parts of the process, but instead just share it in real time. So I'm trying to be a little more mindful about that. Okay, then there's this bag. She's green. She's green. But kind of like that. Let's see. I don't want to fold this one. I'm not going to fold this one, so I just have to cut it in a way that minimizes loss of the cover. I can't keep folding everything. Made in Spain. Cool. See? I was reading that right there. Made in Spain. I actually remember this bag and how I got it. My Girl Scouts did an egg, oh my gosh, I'm stuttering, Egg Your Yard fundraiser to raise funds for our upcoming trip to Europe. And I made some envelopes to put a letter from the Easter Bunny inside of. It's a really cute letter. And for each of the houses that they egged with Easter eggs, they left a little letter from the Easter Bunny. And there were extra letters left over at the end of the event. And one of my troop leaders returned the extras to me in case I wanted to do something else with them. And so she returned them in this bag. And that's how I ended up with this bag. I'll experiment with one pair of handles. I don't want more than one pair. Yeah, we're definitely going to lose some of this, but that's okay. C'est la vie. Unless I could probably, yeah, I can preserve one side. The other side's going to get hacked a little bit. We'll start there. Unless I just fold this over. I could do that. Do that and create a little bit of a pocket here. Why don't we just leave it long? Why don't we do that? And then yeah, we'll create kind of like a little pocket on one side here. Yeah, cool. We won't seal it or anything yet because I'm not really sure how that's gonna work out. Oh, we forgot you. We did. This is a nice sturdy bag. Wondering if I should save it for the cover. But nope. If I pulled it is because I want to use it. So I might. She is big. Let's see. And as for processing the bags, you just got to get in there. Can't be afraid of ripping it or accidentally tearing it. I mean, at least for my project, I don't have to worry about that because I'm deliberately tearing them anyway, right? So that's going to be very tall. If I go this way, those are cute little short pages, and I can actually make two. So, yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Okay. We're going to get two for the price of one here. We're going to get 2 pages out of this bag, and yeah, I'll try to do it. There you go. See, now I'm having that debate of, do I want to keep the little side handles, because that might be cute. That maybe might be cute. Alright, maybe we'll keep it on one. We don't need it on both. Right? Do we need it on both? We really don't. But it's better to leave it, right? If I'm debating it, leave it. And then decide on that later. Okay, so that feels all right. If you could see the pile of my desk. But that feels nice. I think I like that. Now let's quick sort how we want these pages. I'll fuss with it another day. I think I'm going to take these handles off. That's, I think, what's throwing me. Too loud. So it's, oh, better. Better. That's what it was. Okay, so okay, perfect. Okay, there we go. After much fussing, I think I got it. I think I got it. Something like this. That'll be the middle. And then the back end of the book. Yeah, I think that works. Alrighty, so generally, since I have this, let me put this to the side, clean up a little bit, and work on the cover. I think the bigger, some of the bigger pieces I will keep in case I have to make any repairs at any point to any of the bags. Sometimes it happens. I don't like the way something turned out and you need to cover it. That's what these scrap pieces are for. So I will keep a handful of them. And everything else will go to the trash. So here is the cover. I don't need to do anything. Yeah, I don't need to do anything in terms of trimming. Oh, this is going to be covered, so it really doesn't matter. I think what I will do is glue the fabric on using some fabric tack, and then use my sewing machine and stitch around the entire bag. Trying to figure out which is the best way to do it so that it is the most effective use of my fabric without too much waste, because we all love Tim Holtz and we don't want to waste fabric. I also need to tell myself now that if it's not perfectly straight, it's okay. It's not the end of the world. So I think we're going to cut right here. We're going to commit. We're going to do it. See how it goes. Yeah, that's okay. don't mind that it's unraveling either. It's kind of cool. And it will stop once I take the bag to the sewing machine. So I think that's great. And if it turns out that some of the bag is peeking out, I'm not going to be mad about it. I mean, it's the end of the day. It is just that, a bag. A bag journal. So here we go. So what do I want on the front? Do I want these colors or do I want these colors? I want the brighter colors. I want the brighter colors. I want these colors in the front. Do I? Front? Back? Front? Yep. I did say I wanted bright, right? So stick to it, girl. Okay. I don't have to. I save these because you kind of knot this up and you create this wonderful little texture that is just amazing on clusters, on little mixed media projects. I love that. I don't ever throw that out. Yeah, you know, you don't either, so don't judge. Okay. Okay. We're doing this. I am going to stick with glue. Boy, are we good? Are we good? Glue in the middle. And avoid, or at least try to avoid the center. I think I might need to open up a new bottle of glue. Because that one's not as fluid as perhaps it should be. Okay. Looking around. Oh, I see them. Looking around to see if the bottles of glue are easily accessible, and they are. I think this one is suffering the effects of being in my craft room without being used for such a long period of time. Okay. going on this side. It's a little too long. And I don't think I can rip it. No, it's too thin at this point. So and this will be the inside. I'm going to keep that too. No, what don't I keep? Actually, I've gotten better about not keeping stuff. Can't keep everything as much as I want to. Okay. So let's see, this gray fabric is part of the provisions, eclectic elements provisions, and there's the info right there. As I have mentioned, I have quite the collection of Tim Holtz fabrics, so I need to start making use of them. I think maybe what I will do, probably a little big, a little long, a little wide, but I will cut it or trim it after I glue it. So let's get to gluing, and this time I am going to get a new bottle of glue. That one is actually hurting my hands. There we go. Much better. So much better. And you just want to be careful that you don't have globs of glue that could potentially seep through the fabric. I find generally that if your layer of glue is thin enough, it won't seep through the fabric and leave a stain. We don't want that. I also have to prep the book I am going to pull. It just occurred to me. I want to pull some pages from that book. I think, what was it called? What was it called? What's over here? What do you call it? American illustration. I'm going to pull some pages from that book to add to this journal. I need to do that as well. So, how long is this video so far? Where are we? Ooh, hour and 10 minutes. Yeah, I think I'll do that here too. I think through the magic of editing this video, it's not going to be as long as the real-time recording, so I think we will be okay with prepping the book. For the book, what I'm thinking of doing, yeah, you see that? Definitely too long. What I'm thinking of doing is just removing entire signatures. That way I keep the folio size and I won't have to kind of hinge them together again. I won't have to do that. I try to avoid that step. If I was smart, work smarter, not harder, I would just use this cutter I have in front of me. Here we go. Work smart, not hard. Okay, I think that's good. Just have to trust the process. Okay, so I need to work that a little bit. Start training this to food where I want it to food. And the alignment is not bad, my friends, not bad. Not bad at all. What I will do is take this to my sewing machine, and next time you see this cover, it will have a border of some type of color thread. I haven't decided on the color. Do I want to keep it black? Do I want to add some small pops of color? I guess I'll feel it out when I set up my sewing machine. But that is our cover. Love that. Cover. Signature. Yeah. These handles are cute, but I don't know that I need two. I think one is cool. So let's go ahead and just commit. Yeah, one is cool. You don't need two. So we're going to remove one of these. I just have to commit to which one I want to remove. So that is the journal, or at least the start of one. I will be using a, how did I stitch my other one? Let me look at that. Oh, I just did like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hole pamphlet stitch. This, yeah, pamphlet stitch, right? I usually do 3 hole pamphlet stitch, but this is so tall, it's going to need more than 3. And my last one I did 5, so I will do the 5. Okay, so let me get the book so I can work on that signature I want to try to remove from the book. We'll see. But let's start by removing one of these signatures, which I think I can do because it looks to me like, yeah, let's see, just make sure. Yeah, it looks to me, boy, this is either going to work out really, really well or hurt my heart, because I would have wrecked the book. I don't want to wreck the book. I think it looks to me like they're sewn on, that each signature is individually sewn on. That's what it looks like to me. So hopefully, if I just cut these threads at the center of one of the signatures, in theory, oh my God, I'm just gonna do it. In theory, I keep saying it because I'm just gonna do it. Just do it, Jeannie, just do it. So just do it. In theory, the signature, the pages should just pop out, right? Right? Come on, agree with me. I am committed. I am committed. I am committed. Oh boy. Ooh-wee. Okay, see, and I keep the whole, I keep the page in the folio form. And I don't have to hinge it back together by just ripping the pages out without cutting the thread. Right? Right. Oh my God. I think I'm okay. I think I got it. Yep. Yep. Of course, I picked the signature with some of the weirder, art, but that's okay. Ooh, she's not moving. Why are you not moving? Come on. What's the deal? What's going on with you? Are you now glued at this point? Oh, I see what you did. So it looks like, I mean, I'm not by any means like an expert on bookbinding, but it looks like they sewed some of the pages. They sewed the signatures together and then glued them onto the block. Is that the correct terminology? Okay, so that might be a good thing, so I don't have to worry. Ooh, okay, so I don't have to worry. Yeah, I just don't have to worry. So I can cut, how many pages did I get? 1, 2, 3. I can get 3 more pages. That worked out for me, didn't it? So one, two, 3. Am I gonna get a 4th? I don't think so. I think this is, yeah, that's the point where the glue comes into play. Okay, so 6 pages from this book is perfect, and now I have a better understanding understanding of how I can thin this book out when it gets to the time where I'm going to use it. So let me put this cute little dust jacket back on. It's really okie dokie. So I think for these, I think it might be, is it wider than my journal? Might be. Not bad, actually. So all I would have to do is trim down here, and I can keep, oh, this is gonna be cute. I can keep generally the size of these. Okay, so then the question becomes, how do I want to trim these edges? Do I want them smooth, nice clean cut? Is that what I want? Is that what I want, friends? I think that's what I want. I have committed to that. So let me go ahead, which makes me wonder, why was I obsessing so much with sorting the pages of that signature when I still had all of these pages to account for? So I think these are going to make fun additions to the journal. I am going to go fuss with that a little bit. I will spare you. This is pretty cool. I will spare you having to watch me fuss and deal with that. So I think this is a good spot. I think this is a good spot to stop, my friends. Next time I see you, I will probably have the journal done, right? Because all I need to do is sew, sort, and bind. And I think most of that is going to be done off camera, I think. So I think the next video I share with you for this journal, she is going to be done. And I'll go from there. So thank you so much for watching, my friends. I truly do appreciate you. If you are new to my channel, be sure to subscribe. Click that notification bell, and I hope to see you all in my next video. Until next time, my friends. Bye bye.